Lecture 40 AC Parallel RLC Circuit. So, the objective of this lecture is to analyze R, L, and C in parallel, understand admittance, study current division, and identify leading and lagging behavior. So, the circuit consists of resistor, inductor, and capacitor in parallel connected to an AC voltage source whose instantaneous voltage is simply equal to Vm cos omega t. So, in order to apply KCL at this node, we have to first convert voltage and current values into their corresponding phasors, and we simply know that the voltage phasor is simply Vm e raised to power j theta in pure mass terms, and in electrical engineering terms Vm is replaced by Vrms, where theta is the phase angle. So at this node, incoming current, that is I, is simply equal to IR plus IL plus IC. Now writing the branch currents in respect of voltages, so IR is simply equal to V divided by ZR, where ZR is the impedance of the resistive element, so ZR is simply equal to I, so IR is V by R, and this is in phase with voltage. This can be seen from the phasor diagram, where the purple phasor is the voltage phasor and IR current is in phase with the voltage. Now IL is equal to V by ZL, and ZL is J omega L, and IL lags the voltage by 90 degree, which is shown in the phasor diagram like this. So IL is lagging the voltage by 90 degree, and IC is equal to V by ZC, and ZC is 1 by J omega C. IC leads the voltage by 90 degree, which is shown in the phasor diagram like this. IC is leading the voltage by 90 degree. So the net reactive current Ix is simply equal to IC minus IL, and the resultant current I is simply the phasor sum of Ix and IR. Therefore, the magnitude of I is simply equal to under root of IR square plus IC minus IL square. Now writing the total admittance is simply equal to 1 by impedance, that is 1 by Z. So I was equal to IR plus IL plus IC. So I is simply equal to V by Z, and IR is V by ZR, IL is V by ZL, IC is V by ZC. Now 1 by Z can be written as Y, therefore V by Z becomes Vy, where Y is the total admittance of the circuit. 1 by ZR is YR, 1 by ZL is YL, and 1 by ZC is YC. So cancelling out V from both sides, Y becomes equal to YR plus YL plus YC. Now YR is simply 1 by ZR, which is 1 by R, and this is known as G, which is known as conductance. YL is 1 by ZL, which is 1 by J omega L, and 1 by omega L is written as BL, which is known as inductive susceptance, and YC is 1 by ZC, which comes out to be J omega C, and omega C is written as BC, which is known as capacitive susceptance. Inserting these values in this equation, the final admittance becomes Y is equal to G plus J times BC minus BL, and units of each entity is Siemens or Ohm's inverse. Now there can be three cases of operations depending upon BL and BC. The first is if BL is greater than BC, then the net circuit is inductive in nature, therefore the current lags the voltage. This is shown in this voltage diagram, where the current is lagging the voltage by some angle theta, and the corresponding impedance diagram will be like this, where G represents the base, BC minus BL represents the perpendicular, and hypotenuse is represented by the admittance. This admittance diagram basically shows this equation. Now if BC is greater than BL, the circuit becomes capacitive and the current leads the voltage, and in the third case, if BC becomes equal to BL, then the circuit comes in resonance and the current comes in phase with the voltage, and the magnitude and phase angle from this equation comes out to be mod Y is simply equal to under root of G square plus BC minus BL square, and theta is tangent inverse of BC minus BL divided by G. So the power factor is simply cos of the angle theta, which from this impedance triangle is simply G divided by Y. So for inductive case, the power factor is lagging. For capacitive case, power factor is leading, and at resonance, power factor is equal to 1 because the theta is equal to 0. Resonance condition comes when BC becomes equal to BL. That means that omega C will become equal to 1 by omega L, and from here omega square is equal to 1 by LC, and we can find out the resonant frequency, that is omega is equal to 2 pi F. So F becomes equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of LC. So from here we can conclude that at resonance net reactive current will be equal to 0. The current will be equal to IR, that is the minimum current, and the power factor will be equal to 1. So let's solve this numerical to further the understanding. So it states that a parallel RLC circuit has conductance 0.05 Siemens, inductive susceptance 0.04 Siemens, and capacitive susceptance as 0.06 Siemens, and the supply voltage of 200 volts. So we can draw this circuit like this. So we have three elements in parallel: resistor, inductor, and capacitor. And the first question is to find out the total admittance. So total admittance is simply given as Y is equal to G plus J times BC minus BL. So G is 0.05, BC is 0.06, and BL is 0.04. From this, Y comes out to be 0.05 plus J 0.02 Siemens. And if we want to convert it into polar form, first we have to find out the magnitude, which is simply under root of 0.05 square plus 0.02 square. This comes out to be 0.05385 Siemens, and the angle is simply tangent inverse of y, that is 0.02, divided by x, that is 0.05, and this comes out to be 21.8 degrees. So y in polar form is simply 0.05385 angle 21.8 degrees Siemens. The next question is to find out circuit current. So circuit current is simply I is equal to Vy. So V is 200 volts, y is simply 0.05385 angle 21 degrees. So the current comes out to be 10.77 angle 21.8 degrees. The third question is nature of circuit. Since BC, that is 0.06 Siemens, is greater than BL, that is 0.04 Siemens, so that means that circuit is capacitive in nature, and since it is capacitive, therefore current leads the voltage by some angle, and the phase angle, that is the angle between voltage and current, is simply 21.8 degrees, which is simply the angle of current, and the current is leading in nature. So once we have the angle, we can find out the power factor, which is simply cos of the power factor angle, that is cos of 21.8, and this comes out to be 0.93, and since current is leading, therefore power factor is also leading. On the same terms, try to solve this miracle where a parallel RLC circuit is given where R is 20 ohms, L is 0.1 Henry, capacity 100 microfarads, connected to a 50 Hz supply of 100 volts. So you have to find out all these entities. So try to find out these and post your answers in the comment box.